None, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
So what's your purpose of being at the police station?
Pardon?
What's your purpose for being here?
What's my purpose for being here?
Yes.
It's also like I need to have a purpose, do I?
No, I'm just asking you a question.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Did you come to the station to report anything, or?
I don't know.
Fine. Okay. So you're going to be detained for a search, okay?
Huh?
The grounds for the search are that we've had the front staff say they've seen your CCTV cameras.
Before we get into this one, buckle up, because what unfolds at Slough Police Station is a perfect snapshot of policing culture at its worst. What starts as a man peacefully filming from a public space quickly spirals into a textbook example of overreach, misused powers, and shaky justifications that don't hold up under even the slightest scrutiny. Today, we're looking at an encounter where the officers appear determined to escalate first and justify later. The laughing auditor, known for staying calm, assertive, and legally sharp, arrives simply to record police vehicles. No restricted zones, no private property, no sign saying don't film. Yet within minutes, officers rush out with suspicion dialed up to 100, eager to demand explanations he's not legally required to give. And here's the hook: the moment the officers reveal their grounds for detainment, the entire situation unravels. From CCTV claims that no one verifies, to accusations built on previous incidents unrelated to the auditor, to the laughable suggestion he might be going equipped to steal, this encounter is a masterclass in how not to apply Section 1 of PACE. Stay with me, because throughout this footage we're going to break down the power plays, the legal blunders, and the contradictions officers fall straight into, sometimes in the very next sentence. And trust me, by the end, you'll be shaking your head wondering how encounters like this still happen. Let's dive in.
What are you using?
We're using Section 1 of PACE,
Okay.
of the Police and Criminal Evidence Act, okay?
What's your grounds for that search?
I've literally just explained them to you, okay?
Just reiterate it, please, if you don't mind.
I've told you.
No, can you reiterate it? And
Yeah.
I need you to formally identify yourself, because you're about to make a massive mistake, okay?
So the object of the search is...
This is where the encounter takes its first sharp turn. The officer doesn't gather information, doesn't observe any suspicious behavior himself, and doesn't ask clarifying questions. Instead, he jumps straight to detainment. Notice how quickly he uses the word detained, a strong action that legally requires solid footing. But here, the supposed grounds are nothing more than an unverified report that someone allegedly saw the auditor looking into vehicles. Even if that were accurate, the law is crystal clear: observing something visible from a public vantage point is not grounds for detainment. This is a classic escalation tactic: treat a lawful action as suspicious, impose authority early, and hope the subject becomes compliant out of intimidation. But the auditor stands firm, forcing the officer to explain himself. And as we'll see, the more the officer explains, the shakier his justification becomes.
Yeah. So what's your grounds for the search? Section 1 of PACE. What's your grounds? You need grounds to...
Yeah, Section 1 of PACE, the grounds are that we have a report
Somewhere...
that the staff have seen you on the CCTV cameras actively looking into vehicles in the car park.
So what's the issue with that?
Yeah, well, I suspect from what's been reported to us that you might be looking to try and steal items from those cars.
From a police station car park?
Yeah. Yeah.
The buffoonery is unreal.
I know it sounds silly that somebody would try and steal from the car park, but it has been done and damage has been caused to vehicles before.
Right, okay, so you're just going to tar everything.
Here's where things get even more revealing. When the officer cites Section 1 of PACE and claims he suspects the auditor might be going equipped to steal, that's not just a stretch, it's a legal yoga pose. To invoke Section 1, the officer must have specific, articulable suspicion based on the individual's behavior. But what behavior has the auditor exhibited? Recording. Standing in public. Wearing a mask for health reasons. None of those even remotely imply theft, and that phrase, going equipped to steal, isn't a catch-all. It refers to burglary tools, lockpicking gear, or items intended for crime. The auditor shows none of these. Instead, the accusation feels like a retroactive justification: detain first, create a narrative later. The irony? The auditor is openly recording, making it the least stealthy theft attempt imaginable. The only thing being stolen here is his time.
You know what a protected characteristic is, yeah? Mm-hmm. Right? So I wear this for health grounds. So, in other words, you're going to discriminate against me because I'm wearing something for health grounds. You didn't ask me about my mask when you were talking to me, and I could have quite easily explained that. So,
Fine, have you got anything on you that you shouldn't have, or anything sharp at the moment?
I've got no. I need you to formally identify yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, I have, yeah. I've identified myself.
No, formally identify yourself. 3 points identification.
Yeah, PC Tropia, 217 is my shoulder number, Basic Slab Police Station.
And yourself?
Acting Police Sergeant 2273.
And you're a acting sergeant?
Yeah.
Right, what I'm going to tell you is, you're about to make a massive mistake, okay? Because you don't have grounds for a search.
Okay.
Right? And what will happen is, I'll have you in front of the IOPC, and then, when that's all done with, I'll get a big compensation claim out of it, because you're about to overstep the mark, alright?
Okay.
Because I'm walking about a car park, you've had someone saying that I'm looking into cars, even if that was true, and what?
And so what's the reason for recording on the camera?
What?
What's the reason for recording on the camera?
Again, it's pretty much the
This portion highlights a recurring dynamic between police and auditors, the attempt to flip neutrality into suspicion. The officer points to the auditor's mask, projecting it as an intentional concealment, when in reality the auditor immediately clarifies it's health-related. This moment is important. It shows how officers sometimes interpret neutral or commonplace behavior as suspicious simply because it suits the narrative they've already decided on. The auditor then demands formal identification, his legal right. Officers often give name and station verbally, but formal identification means showing the warrant card. The resistance and vagueness we see here again point to an imbalance, officers expecting compliance while providing the bare minimum in return. The auditor's insistence isn't hostility, it's accountability. And this tension, unsurprisingly, grows as the officers realize their grounds for the search are flimsy at best.
look that I was looking in cars.
Yes.
What about car enthusiasts?
Sorry?
What about car enthusiasts?
It's possible, but
It's possible, but you weren't giving us any indication.
I don't need to. I don't need to answer myself to you. Am I obliged to answer your questions?
you're not.
Well, there you go then.
If you had a
What?
conversation with us, maybe we could have negated this.
I did have a conversation with you. You just didn't like the answer.
Well, it's not we didn't like it.
Of course, you're now searching me. You're now searching me under Section 1 of PACE because you didn't like the answers I was giving you. That's what's happened.
It's not necessarily that we didn't like them. It's just that it wasn't ticking the boxes that we needed to
I don't,
get
but
searching.
again, I don't need to answer to you.
don't, and then you're well within your right to do
Right,
that.
and now you've overstepped the mark. You're putting your promotion in jeopardy here. You understand that?
No, not really.
100%, yeah.
It's not about
100%. Because I tell you something, pal, I do this all the time, okay? So I know for a fact you've overstepped the mark.
Okay.
You don't have grounds for a search. 100% you don't have grounds for a search.
You've got our details. If you want to complain, you're more than welcome to do that.
I will complain, 100%, and then I'll take Thames Valley. It's third-hand evidence, my friend. You know what I mean? Like, I could...
We only need suspicion.
Alright,
We only need
okay,
suspicion. We only
that lady's just went to Tesco and robbed some cheese. Are you going to stop and search her?
Have you seen her do it?
I'm making an allegation that she's done it. I'm making an allegation that she's done it. That little old lady there has went to Tesco and stole some cheese. Doesn't matter whether I've seen her do it or not. Like,
If you haven't seen her do it,
the CCTV off it, go and check that.
but how do you know that?
What?
Have you seen it yourself?
With Tesco?
Have you seen it?
Yeah, I did. The CCTV, you've not bothered to go and check it.
Okay, but I've had
So
it
why
from-
wouldn't you go and check that evidence? What?
I've had it from a police colleague and members of the public.
Right, I'm a member of the public. I'm making an allegation.
Okay, but you're making an allegation based on what?
Pardon?
You're making an allegation based on what?
Based on what I might have seen.
You might have seen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because they might have seen it. You've not checked the CCTV to corroborate what they've seen.
We're now entering the legal meat of the encounter. The auditor lays out the consequences clearly. If the officers proceed with a baseless search, they open themselves up to complaints, investigations, and civil liability. And he's right. Courts have repeatedly ruled against officers who rely on vague, unsupported suspicion to justify stop and search powers. So remember, reasonable suspicion must be personalized, meaning it must relate to this individual's behavior, not a general worry, not past incidents, not a hunch. Courts also frown upon fishing expeditions, searches conducted in hopes of turning up something incriminating when no legal grounds exist at the start. This is why officers are trained to CL.
Out, or you type it out and then print it. Do your job. And what's that monstrosity you're wearing on your vest? What is that?
What?
That little... It looks like a Union flag, but it's not a Union flag because a Union flag's got 3 colours and one of those colours isn't black. So what is that? Is that police issue?
Did you say you wanted a
it's
copy?
just my-
A written copy? Paper copy?
Asked and answered. So I suggest you jog on, do your work.
You want a paper copy?
I suggest, again, asked and answered.
Now and then I'll
So I suggest you wind your neck, go and get me that stop and search slip. as is my entitlement.
You are entitled.
Yeah.
You're correct.
Right.
An entitlement. You go to the front counter. We can put
No, you go and get it for me. Are you refusing to give me my stop and search slip? Well, go and get it then. Do your job. The job. Shut up and go and do your job. Just shut your mouth. Be quiet. Zip it.
There's no need to be
Wished. No need to be rude. You've just abused Section 1 of PACE to stop and search me. 100% you have. And I guarantee you a civil court will find otherwise. I guarantee it.
If you want a paper copy, go to the front.
Go and
desk
get.
they can
So you're refusing to get my stop and search slip, as is my entitlement. That's what's happening.
No.
I've asked you to go and get me my stop and search slip. Are you going to get me my stop and search slip? Yes or no? It doesn't matter. If you're not going to go and do it, just tell me you're not going to go and do it. Are you going to go and get it?
No.
No. There you go. So you're refusing what is my right to have my stop and search slip.
To a copy, yeah, but
I know I'm entitled to a copy, but you could provide it to me right here and bring it back out. Go and get it, bring it back out. If you're not, jog on, see you later, you're dismissed. Oh, he's back. Tail between his legs. Thought you weren't going to give me it.
I am back.
I thought you weren't going to go and get me it. It's a good little boy, aren't you?
There you go.
Yeah, you're a good little boy. Look at that. Stop his search receipt. So he did go and get me it after all. I wonder why he done that. He kind of knew